Welcome back to another Ango podcast. Today's Top 10 Tuesday is Top 10 Comedians of All Time. And go.
Well, let me start with a big one, George Carlin.
George Carlin. The Wacky Weatherman. 7 words you can't say on.
Yeah.
Wasn't that one of his bits? Yeah, I like it.
Come on.
The Cardinal.
Up.
I mean, Stephen Wright we'll go with first. You know him as the guy on the couch. The voice on the radio in Reservoir Dogs. Balding guy, frizzy hair.
Bodes
Just
well for him.
He's a sad clown. His whole delivery, it's like, and I realized.
Yeah, I think I know who he is. So,
yeah.
Bill?
Gabriel Iglesias is probably one of my favorites.
Good pick.
Keeping it fluffy.
I'm going to steal the obvious choice, Chappelle. Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle.
No commentary needed on that one.
No, early number 1 seed. Oh, fuck, I just had one. Mitch Hedberg. Classic. Sometimes I just throw a baked potato in the oven, even if I don't want one. The Postal Service is the largest drug dealer of all time. You guys don't know Mitch Hedberg, Brian?
Nope.
Some deep cuts there, Mike.
Mitch Hedberg, man, he's dead now. But,
he's dead now.
He's dead, Jim. He's dead.
Oh, man, I can't believe I can't think of another one. Next time I'm on a boat, I'll grab a lime because they'll always float. What else we got?
Crickets, right?
Mitch Hedberg, man, it's a big one. Ask your friends.
I'm going to go with Kevin Hart, actually.
Kevin Hart. Yeah, that bit about his daughter's, playhouse or whatever. That was or the dollhouse.
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt, a dark horse geek comedian.
Okay.
Norm Macdonald.
Oh, yeah.
Richard Pryor, of course.
Yeah, that was on my list as well. I actually like Daniel Tosh.
Yeah, I could see that. He got banned for some reason. I don't remember why.
Talking about band, Louis C.K.
Yeah,
Canceled.
Louis C.K.'s bit on "If God Came Back," man, was one of the best. I laugh at that every time I see it pop up somewhere. Cause like bacon on it. Have you guys seen that one? No. Oh God! And he goes into this whole fucking bit about if God came back, he'd be like, "What the fuck did you do? Why did you destroy everything?" And then goes and then he talks about the food system. He's like, "I left shit all over the ground for you to eat. Why didn't you just fucking eat it?" And they're like, because I like bacon on stuff and It's why'd you freaking dig the oil out of the ground? Because I like to go fast, right? It's just a really good bit.
That sounds fun. Stephen Lynch. You can look him up. He had a guitar and he would sing funny songs, covers of some songs. There's a Gordon Lightfoot song.
So like
he would
Bo
sing
Burnham?
this Bo Burnham sounds vaguely familiar. But I keep thinking of Bo Bice from American Idol. Because in high school people thought I had the same hair.
Bo Burnham is another comedic singer. I wouldn't rate him too high, but he's worth. Since you're bringing up comedic songwriter type people, he's someone worthy mentioning.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention Richard Cheese. Everybody get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
Did anyone call him Dick Cheese at all?
Well, that's the joke, isn't it? That's
so
the rub.
On our Top 10 Tuesday, it's most obscure comedians.
All right, so I'm sorry, I'm slacking. So I'm putting Dick Cheese in the list. I'm putting Bo Burnham, and I'm putting Stephen Lynch for the musical comedian entries. We're at let's see, let's just kind of.
We swear that Mike's not paid by Google to have you search comedians.
Yeah, I'm trying to boost those likes, man. I get fucking.
What about Roseanne Barr?
Not a big fan, honestly.
Oh,
but we can put her on the list.
I've never seen her stand up because we're doing stand up, right?
Yeah,
stand up only.
Yeah.
She's known as stand up. What about Joan Rivers? Anyone seen her stand up?
I've seen her stand up, and I get it's supposed to be legendary, but
it's a little
Rodney
dated.
Dangerfield.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield was on my list.
A lot of those were timeless.
Yeah. I've got George Lopez. Really liked a lot of his
George
stand-up.
Lopez is pretty good.
Wanda Sykes, is that another one you haven't seen?
Wanda
much
Sykes
of?
is all right.
Yeah.
Fairly good.
I liked Dennis Leary. I liked a
Okay.
couple of his specials.
What, the Club in the Seal and driving a
Because I'm
big
an
fat
asshole.
car? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most memorable
With whale
thing.
eye headlights.
Technically, I don't want to put him on this because we already repped him in several things, but Robin Williams was stand-up, and he was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
He was all right. I liked it.
It was
It'd be number 10,
untraditional.
in my opinion. It was just, it was untraditional. A little all over the place. A little just too cocaine-y. Sam Kinison.
Talk about cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fucking son of a preacher. Hey, I got a message for all the guys that the audience think about getting married, have a fiance. Don't do it! You ruined your life!
Driest comedian ever, Janine
Driest?
Garofalo.
Garofalo, yeah.
Well, there was
Driest.
there's a few other ones, but she was one of the first ones who were just such a dry delivery. It just made me wish I smoked weed more. Take that however you want
Driest
to.
deliveries. Ooh, do we want to do the King of Insults? What the fuck's his name?
If you can't remember his name, probably not worth it.
You know what I'm talking about? Not Mickey Rourke, Mickey Rooney?
Maybe.
Mickey Rooney, right? The
I
insult
wouldn't
comedian?
say I can. I don't like insult comedy.
Probably not.
This is why Daniel Tosh isn't high on my list. He's not an insult comedian, but he treads into that territory. I gotta mention Lenny Bruce, okay? Just as an aside. Mainly because...
Just because you've watched Marvelous
No,
Miss Maisel.
George Carlin talked about him all the time. It's just hard to find a lot of his stand-up, and a lot of his stand-up stated. But I think he should be mentioned here.
Patrice O'Neill?
Oh, okay. I was thinking of a woman for a sec, but no, it's a black guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Eddie Murphy
Eddie Murphy.
does have some decent stand-up back in the day.
I love there's one Eddie Murphy did. Well, okay, so we'll make arguments for our favorites in a moment here. Anyone else before we start deliberation?
I mean, there's probably other guys you could throw on the list, but
Say other guys.
Steve Martin or something, or
we are
or
such a
like,
sexist.
He had
People that we like.
I mean, I wouldn't put him on the list just because of all the garbage that has come out, but Bill Cosby had a pretty.
I didn't really like
stand-up,
his, but
yeah,
I'm limited in what I've seen of Bill Cosby. I think I got his after all the stand up I saw from him was after the Cosby and his wholesome persona. I think I maybe see a few clips before he went wholesome, but they didn't impress me.
Just out of principle, we leave him off, but I'm just saying, there's other people in that era.
Seinfeld, we haven't mentioned. And now I saw Seinfeld live, and I still haven't mentioned him. I did.
Well, that says a lot.
What about that Seinfeld? He's such a funny guy.
It was recycled material, like the best joke. He mainly came out and it was just like, oh, remember that show? Yeah, everyone asked me, where's Kramer?
Adam Sandler's on that notice is actually pretty good in stand-up.
Haven't seen much of his.
And his music a lot, too.
Chris Rock?
Yeah.
I mean, thinking about that class of SNL.
And you also have Cheech and Chong going back further, too.
It's hard to get a duo comedy group.
Yeah.
The Sklar brothers were okay.
What about Simon and Garfunkel? Wait, that was a musical band. Sorry,
Hilarious.
strike them from the list.
Seinfeld, we're not putting on the list, right?
I mean, I like the show, but his stand-up gets old pretty quick.
Cosby? We're putting Cosby on the list?
Nope.
Chris
Out
Rock?
of principle.
Sandler? Chris Rock and Sandler?
Sure.
Wasn't a big David Spade fan.
All right, let's run through it.
Well, Chappelle was our number one seed.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's going to be our early number one?
I would actually go with Carlin over Chappelle, but that's just my personal preference.
I would go with Chappelle over Carlin.
Agreed.
Both for stand-up and body of work.
Yeah. Early number 10. Any thoughts? Rodney Dangerfield, George Lopez, Wanda Sykes, Robin Williams, Sam Kinison, Carlin, Stephen Wright, Gabriel Iglesias, Mitch Hedberg. I feel like should be number 4. You should look him up.
I wouldn't put him that high. Really. In my opinion.
Nope.
Maybe you guys disagree.
I've seen him before, but no.
Well, I'm going to campaign for him to be on the list.
Okay, maybe
he's the number
10. Yeah.
Fine. I think we'll end up bumping him up. But, okay. We got Chappelle and Mitch Hedberg, and fill in the blanks, you fucks.
Well, George Carlin has to be at some point in the top 5,
This is just because you smoke the most weed. I think that's what
No, man. Listen to the jokes. It's a solid set. You like Rodney Dangerfield? You'll love this guy. Solid setup, solid knockdown.
I've seen his stand.
Very compartmentalized jokes that just hit pretty good.
I remember it being a bit dry for me.
Yeah, same here. Sorry.
Maybe he's the driest comedian. I didn't even put Jeanine Garofalo on the list, Brian.
That's fine.
Just because she's going through menopause now doesn't mean she's the driest comedian, okay?
Zing.
Thank you. I feel like she'd appreciate that joke if she ever heard this. What else? George Carlin, we agree, should probably be in the top 5. Maybe number 3, maybe number 2. Rodney Dangerfield, I think, is a good number 2.
No.
Norm Macdonald, I would want as number 5.
Norm Macdonald before Rodney. I mean, I like Rodney Dangerfield, but it's not dry, but it's just rather punch and setup. He has some good stuff, but I wouldn't put him in the top 3. Maybe he would be good number 5. In my opinion. My opinion isn't the only thing that counts here.
I mean, if I'm going to be honest, as far as like sitting down to watch like a comedy special and laughing and having a good time, top 3 for me would be Gabriel Iglesias. He would follow like right behind Chappelle.
I don't feel confident I would put Carlin too. I push for him being number 1, of course, though. I agree. Iglesias is funny even if he doesn't have his cousin's looks.
Richard Pryor, still on the list.
Yeah, I'm considering bumping him back because Chappelle and Pryor, so similar comedy-wise. I like Pryor over Chappelle just because Pryor is a better storyteller, but that's my preference.
So we want to put Richard Pryor at 2?
So I just wrote down Chappelle, Carlin, Iglesias, Pryor. What do you think needs to be switched around with Dangerfield at number 5, tentatively?
I think so. Chappelle, Pryor, is that what you?
Well, the way I wrote it down was Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, Gabriel Iglesias, Richard Pryor.
I'm fine with that.
I mean, how do you guys feel about like Pryor at 2 behind Chappelle?
It's a fine pick.
I'm not a big George
3.
Carlin fan. I mean, I like some of his stuff.
Who do you like better?
He's hit or miss for me.
Iglesias or Carlin?
I like Mitch Hedberg better.
Okay.
No one knows who he is, Mike.
I'm telling you, man, he's very popular.
Audience.
It's Mike's hipster coming out here.
Yeah, don't take the hipster from me, Mike.
Yeah.
Shit, what am I supposed to be? What am I?
Just
banker,
my bank guy? Am I a comedy guy?
Just make the decision, you two. I'm happy.
All right, so
with the
Iglesias
list.
number 4. I mean, maybe we can just go with the easy homage. Chappelle, Carlin, Pryor, Iglesias, Dangerfield.
Sure, I'm good with that.
I'm saying just switch Carlin and Pryor.
Okay.
I think Pryor at number 2. I think he was a better comedian.
Got Mitch Hedberg holding strong at 10. We still got George Lopez, Wanda Sykes, Dennis Leary. Bump Dennis Leary, I guess. I do like his specials, though. I like one of his specials a lot. I'm going to put him in honorable mention for the time being.
Yeah.
Because he's
Sam Kinison. He's the world's biggest asshole.
I'm an asshole,
Yeah. Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I put Sam Kinison in. I'm going to bump Stephen Wright. Look him up though; he's a lot of fun. Norm Macdonald. I mean, I'll take number 9 for Norm Macdonald. If the two you give me are Mitch Hedberg and Norm Macdonald, fine with that. Billy Grant Chappelle.
Fine with Norm.
Maybe he should be number 7.
I've only seen like 1 or 2 of his.
Well, everything he does is pretty much his stand-up routine. The daily, just him on Saturday Night Live was pretty close to just his stand-up act.
Totally forgot one of my favorites.
Well, just throw him on and we'll see if he makes the top 10.
Jim Brewer. Brian's
clone, yeah. That's what I've been told.
Doppelganger, yeah.
He's good, but I don't think he... Honorable mention him.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's my clone. He's good, but top 10, no. I know his bit about the different alcohols coming to the party was one of my favorites. Stand-up bits. Have you seen that one?
No.
That one's pretty good. You should watch that one.
Nice. I'm glad we haven't mentioned the puppet guy. He's all right and all, but...
You know, like 2 or 3 of his specials actually were very funny, but his like, I don't know, he just didn't stretch any. And then he added some other weird puppets that I think really dragged his whole deal down. But, I mean, he is funny, actually.
Yeah?
I did like Peanut, and, I thought he was pretty funny, but some of the other,
Walter, the fact we're all blanking on his name.
Say what?
The fact that we're all blanking on his name but can remember his puppets is telling enough.
Is it Jeff Dunham?
Yeah,
Jeff Dunham, yeah.
Spark of Insanity, Jeff Dunham. It makes sense as a... I think he's...
with myself, yeah.
I think doing, like, Peanut Vegas. Should get on this list show. Before him.
Who? You said
Peanut.
Dick Cheese? Oh, Peanut. Oh, okay.
Dick Cheese!
Yeah, just put the puppet on there. Just fucking put Peanut or what was the old man, Walter or whatever on there.
Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Lenny Bruce, Louis C.K., Daniel Tosh, Patton Oswalt, Kevin Hart, Robin Williams, George Lopez, one of six. Who goes on the list?
I think Robin Williams should go in as 9.
Well, Norm Macdonald was at 9, right?
Yeah, I would say.
Well, I tentatively put him at number 7.
To 8.
Take that
over Robin Williams.
Yes. Sorry, Robin Williams was imbalanced. He's good. He's worth being on top 10.
I just haven't seen a whole lot of Norm Macdonald stand up. I've seen 1 or 2, but I mostly know him from Saturday Night Live.
As I said, a lot of his stand up is just like everything he does.
I include, especially with, I include the like interactions with late night hosts as stand up. They're doing a bit, and Norm Macdonald had some great interviews with Conan O'Brien where he just did bits. The last show that Conan did as host of the Tonight Show, he was like, "Oh yeah, I got you this basket. I've been meaning to give it to you for like 6 months or whatever. So here you go. Read the card." And the card was like, "Congratulations on your getting the Tonight Show." Pretty funny. After the whole Jay O'Brien thing, right? It's pretty good. Anyway, Kevin Hart? Top 10 comedians, Kevin Hart?
I think so. I think he's been pretty funny here.
He's pretty good.
I can't argue against him.
The stuff about his kids, man, is freaking hilarious.
The left-wing media could argue against him. No, I'm joking. I'm trying to remember who he got in hot water with those tweets. I'm sure that's going to come up in our main podcast. Chappelle did a bit about that. Gay. Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Hart also, same deal.
I'm sure we're going to get into that on the main podcast. But, yeah, he's definitely worthy contender.
Should we put Kevin Hart / Kevin James? Because Kevin James is all right.
Kevin James is actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't want to admit
I might combo him here just because...
His sitcom was horrible.
The Kevins.
The Kevins.
His sitcom was horrible, though.
With who?
King of Queens? I hated that show.
Oh, I loved King of Queens.
The stand-up was pretty good.
Kevin Can Wait was pretty bad, but King of Queens was funny.
His YouTube channel is pretty good.
I saw a quarantine joke from him recently. I don't know if that was YouTube or TikTok. Basically him shaking hands with friends in the park and some guy with a mask and sunglasses calling the police on them.
There's some funny thing he does where like he's the sound man, but like he plays against the people that are in character. It's fun.
Yeah.
We need one more.
Probably Louis C.K. to be honest.
Yeah. I want to go with Patton Oswalt, but I think he should be more honorable mention for his niche geek humor.
Have we forgiven him for his weird beating off thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I never cared about it in the first place.
I think there was, it warranted some investigation and discussion, but I think that's kind of, for the most part, been handled as far as I know.
Yeah, it was.
Handled.
Oh, it was handled.
A little too much.
Do we put Louis C.K. at the bottom of the list?
Nope. He's
no?
good enough
Where? To be where?
Should go over whatever pick you threw on there, Mike.
Chappelle, Pryor, Carlin, Iglesias, Dangerfield, Hart/James. Louis C.K.? No. After Norm Macdonald. But before Robin Williams would be my...
Okay. I can see that.
All right.
Surprised
so
no
Mitch
one
Hedberg,
brought up
Robin
Bill
Williams,
Burr.
Louis C.K.
Surprised no one brought...
Burr's not bad.
He's pretty funny.
I'm just surprised no one brought him up. He's not one of my top picks, so that's why I wouldn't bring him up. I understand he's funny, but not my type of funny in general.
Anyone else? Patton Oswalt, you said you wanted an honorable mention for, right?
Yep.
I feel like if other people besides us were doing this, we'd have one of those guys, one of the redneck dudes.
Yeah. Jeff Foxworthy?
Yeah, Foxworthy.
I mean, that classic shtick.
Foxworthy's actually funny. The rest of them, I'm not so sure about.
Some of the Larry the Cable Guy stuff I laughed at. I didn't like the other guy, Bill Hicks.
Bill
or whatever his name was.
Yeah, because his one, like, here's your sign thing, he got old really fast. And I don't like Ron White at all. I know my father likes him a lot, but yeah.
The Tater!
Like, listening to some friggin' drunk redneck say the same joke over and over is just not my idea of a good time.
You finally caught the Tater.
Yeah. Remember that time? Potatoes. I'm drunk. Yeah.
I mean, especially where you could probably walk 2 doors down and get the full Tater experience.
Yeah.
Those are Texas. He's a Texas boy, I guess, right?
Oh, I have no idea.
We're dedicated too much time to the redneck.
I think we have our list, don't we?
Yeah.
We do. And the BBM list of top 10 greatest comedians is number 10, Mitch Hedberg. I'm going to throw a potato in the oven. Number 9, Robin Williams. Oh, I'm on cocaine. I'm over here. I'm over there. Oh, Number 8, Louis C.K. You mind if I beat off? Number 7, Norm Macdonald. Hey, it's just like, hookers. Number 6, Kevin Hart/Kevin James. Look at this giant muffin and my daughter's dollhouse. Number 5, Rodney Dangerfield. I told her, she said I was your everything, and now I have nothing. I don't know. Something like that.
No respect. No respect.
I get no respect. Number 4, Gabriel Iglesias. I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. Number 3, George Carlin. Curse words that I can't say on YouTube because there are 7 curse words. Number 2, Richard Pryor.
I'm a matchstick. Look at this.
Yeah, what's this? That's Richard Pryor running down the street. Got a few honorable mentions. Jim Brewer. Dennis Leary, he's an asshole. Sam Kinison, why don't you just move? Patton Oswalt, Star Wars. Eddie Murphy/Chris Rock. I'm getting drunk at my own table. It's beautiful. Lenny Bruce.
No,
I'm going to jump out a window. Didn't he jump out a window?
Got arrested a lot.
And the greatest comedian of all time is Dave Chappelle. Doctor says I need a backiotomy.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Our top 2 both took trips to Africa. Does that say something about us?
No.
No. We like our comedians well-traveled.
Yeah.
Where'd Carlin go? Up and down the West Coast?
Hey, he went on a trip through time, man.
That's true. It was most excellent.
Most excellent. Yeah.
I'm sorry for the shitty delivery, but this is a solid list, I think. Mitch Hedberg, Robin Williams, Louis C.K., Norm Macdonald, Kevin Hart / James, Dangerfield, Iglesias, Carlin, Pryor, and Chappelle. It must be cool to be so renowned. People can say your last name.
Well, thanks for listening. Hopefully you had a good time. Remember to like and subscribe. Drop us some comedians in the comments if we missed anybody. And remember to tell us how much you hated all of our picks. Until next time, have a good one.